everybody, welcome to my channel. My name is Chrissy and I'm here with puppy Penny. We're just about to shoot a video for predictions for the 29th of December. If you are new, I pretty much just let my guys' channel through to you. I've also got my 2023 prediction readings on if anyone would like to go and check those out. I've got part 1 and part 2, and I've also got financial reading on there as well. As I've also got countries too, if any of you are interested in like England, Ireland. I've done some on specific countries as well. For any countries I haven't done, they usually just pop up in my videos anyway, so I do talk about a lot of different places. So I will just get started and we'll see what comes up. Oh, and just before I do, just to let you guys know, Klaus Schwab was just on mainstream media here in Australia. Admittedly, it was on SBS, which is like the global channel, but it doesn't matter. It was still on. So I took a screenshot of it from my lounge room and I've shared it. So if you want to go and check that picture out, guys, it's on my Chrissy Fitzgerald Psychic Life Coach Facebook page. You are welcome to share that picture wherever you like, because it shows that he's being interviewed on mainstream media now. Oh my God, I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it. It was like so weird, because it just is another thing that locks it in for us, doesn't it? So I had, you know, of course I had to share it. So just let you guys know that he was on TV. Oh my gosh, it's a miracle. Usually never see him anywhere, do we? Okay, let's close our eyes and get started, and we'll see what comes up for the 29th of December. We know. Oh dear, we've got, yes, CV virus, the gift that keeps on giving. God, this is just relentless, isn't it, guys? You know what they're showing me? They're showing me, I talked about the beautiful gold present a few months ago with CV coming and returning again, and the red ribbon being undone. Well, now they're showing me the rewrapping of the present. So they're rewrapping it up, and then you can unwrap it all again. So basically, it's the gift that keeps on giving. What could you call it? The immortal CV virus that just never goes away. It never dies. That's what they're showing me. Just the gift being, the CV virus being gift wrapped again. Oh my God. We can't do this. Oh, it just doesn't stop, does it? I mean, we talked here the other day about the SARS virus that they're predicting in 2025, of course, because they know they're delivering it. And we've got China threatening to open its borders and spread more CV around the world. So it is, it's immortal. It's the virus that just goes on and on, because it can just keep, what would you say, evolving itself into new variants. So that's what we've got. We've got CV still running amok. That's what I'm seeing. Hang on a minute. I do feel I'm getting this. Oh, they're giving me the word deadly, but they're giving me the word, like Christmas is going to change. There's going to be a lot more of this, I'm getting this Christmas in July thing going on. I know a lot of countries and things have Christmas in July, and that's becoming a bit bigger here in Australia too. But I do feel like your weather, clearly the weather patterns overseas, you've had extreme snowfalls, extreme weather, all unprecedented, of course, and it's affected a lot of people's Christmases. So I feel like there might be a lot of people who have delayed things, and they're going to have this Christmas in July instead, because the weather's too bad. It's atrocious, actually, and people can't get to people. Oh, and then, of course, did you see the video footage about the airlines, as we knew was going to happen, and all the lost luggage? Piles of lost luggage that people have to actually go to the airport and claim now. It's just ridiculous. Oh my God. So I'm getting this, a lot of people are thinking about maybe doing Christmas in July. It's probably overseas. I'm here in Australia, if anyone's new here. So I am getting that. People are going to focus on having another Christmas. That's just what I'm getting. Obviously the weather was so bad and the luggage got so lost and flights were cancelled because of the snow and the blizzards and everything. So I am getting, there's a lot of this now. There's going to be this focus on Christmas in July, which I can understand. You'd sort of write it off when you're your Christmas. And the sad thing is, on here, we know how much people were looking forward to this, just getting together, having normality, being with family and friends, blah, blah, blah. But oh no, you know, can't have that, can we? So who knows what's happening with the weather manipulation, but we do have to ask a lot of questions around these things. We've got a lot of question marks on my channel, haven't we, guys? Okay, let's see where else we go. God, I'm getting London. I keep getting that song, London Calling. And thank you whoever shared to me that guy in that band had died. That week I had that song. I had that song a few weeks ago and he had died. I can't remember who the band was now. I know it too. Sorry, guys. But I am getting that song, London Calling. Hang on a minute. I'm seeing double-decker buses. I did say there could be strikes around buses and things like this worldwide. Yesterday when I was talking about that Convoy song. So I am getting this London. Oh, sorry guys. The people of London have had enough of all this garbage. They're seeing through it. God, not only have they had enough of the political crap, but they've had enough of the royals. They've had enough of just nonsense. See, people can feel, and this is what's happening in London. People can feel and sense they're being distracted from their reality, which is you're being taken down to nothing. We're going to cripple you and you're going to be able to pay your bills and your mortgage and eat food and heat your houses up. But we're going to focus on all of this. We're going to focus on how big we are on the political stage and how we can compete with these other countries. We're also going to focus on the Kardashian royals, is what I call them now, the royal Kardashians. I call the royal Kardashians if you're new here. And people are seeing that now. So I'm getting this London Calling, but they're showing me the double-decker buses. So you might be starting to come into a lot of the strikes. Could be the buses, could be around the transport systems, but I am getting London Calling, that song again by, I even know them, they're on the tip of my tongue, sorry guys. Okay, let's see where else we go today. So the strikes, I would say, will begin very soon. And Sushi will address it. See, he's a person, he's not like Trudeau. Sushi will address things quite quickly and he will try to maintain and get control. He doesn't like things to feel out of control. I said he's a very methodical, orderly person. So he won't let things get to the level that Trudeau did in Canada. He will address things much sooner because he knows otherwise everything goes south. So he might meet and have discussions or try to come to some sort of agreements, perhaps with unions and things like that too, but he'll come to some sort of agreements with the people who are striking back. Could be the buses, could be just that whole transport industry as well. That's what I'm getting for London. Okay. God, they're showing me this visual of cliffs, and we've been getting cliffs here for the last few weeks, haven't we? Like the Grand Canyon cliffs, and chunks of the narrative were falling off, which was good, meaning the Great Reset agenda wasn't just going to plan. But now they're showing me, it's almost like a James Bond movie scene, and they're showing me like the bad guys are like jumping off a cliff, but they're like, it's showing me them like base jumping. So they've got like this big suit on that's like a parachute. This is the image that I'm getting at the moment. It's like a James Bond movie where people are coming after the villains. Ooh, fingers crossed. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting these, some of these leaders are going to be jumping off a cliff, but they're not jumping to their death. They're jumping to save themselves. So they've got this like big, if you think of like a bat with its wings spread, they've got like one of those parachute suits that will just take them gently to the ground, but they can still escape. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of this when they're being called out. This is global elites, or it's not going to be all of them clearly. Let me see if I can get a vibe on where it might be. No, I am getting Trudeau. It's like him jumping off a cliff but saving himself. So I would say personally this would be them redirecting the outcomes. So they would be, to me, pinpointing something on somebody else, doing the blame game, and leaving that person dumped in the mess, and then them jumping off the cliff and disappearing. I'm getting Trudeau. I'm seeing Jacinda. Yes, in New Zealand. She would do this. She would jump off the cliff and save herself and leave other people with the mess to tidy up. This is what I'm getting for the following year. They're going to have to escape. Oh, excuse me, guys. This is exhausting. The energy is like, whoa, like a Bond movie. They're going to have to escape and disconnect themselves from certain things so they don't get labelled with that. We know Trudeau's very good at jumping off cliffs and saving his own backside. So I am getting that for him, and I'm getting it for Jacinda Ardern as well. That's what I'm getting. They're both going to be parasailing or whatever you call it, with a big parachute suit, you know, when they're like able to jump off, is it base jumping or something like that, and they can save themselves. But it's actually a big costume, and they can just come floating down gently. So they're going to detach themselves from lies and deception and all the things they've been involved with, so that they just still don't look like they're involved at all. So there's, you know, we know Trudeau's already been doing that around the Emergency Act. He's very good at the blame game and blaming everybody else. Never take responsibility. That's probably the message here. Jacinda and Trudeau will never take responsibility for their actions. Better to jump off a cliff and run away from it, is the image I'm getting. Oh, sorry, we can call Trudeau Lord Farquaad now, can't we? I forgot about that. His image the other day was of Lord Farquaad, where he gets off the horse. He's this giant man on a horse, gets off the horse. Farquaad out of Shrek, mind you, if anyone hasn't seen it. Gets off the horse, and he's this tiny little man in reality. That's how he appears to the people anyway. Okay, let's see where else we go today. I'm getting this visual of Australia, and I'm getting it's showing me Australia as a puzzle, like pieces of the puzzle, but they're saying to me like there's a piece of the puzzle missing. So in Australia, with the agenda rollout, the red carpet rollout, there's a piece of the puzzle missing. So the carpet can't be completely rolled out yet. I don't know. I've got the feeling it's one of the states isn't on board. I'm trying to think which one it could be. It could be South Australia. I'm not sure. But I feel like one of the states isn't quite on board, and it's causing a bit of a hold-up. There's like a lot of arguments, a lot of toing and froing. All the other states, which we know are pretty much Labor states, if you think of like Palachuk, Anastasia Palaszczuk in Queensland, and Dictator Dan in Victoria, and blah, blah, blah. We know, Perrottet's Liberal, but he and Dan are great mates. So here in New South Wales, we're pretty much on the rollout list, I think. But I do feel there's a piece of the puzzle that hasn't locked into place. So this isn't going perfectly in Australia either. Oh, that's such a shame, isn't it? It's not going as perfectly as they would like it to. Gosh, I was looking at some TV last night, and they had Elbow getting heckled over here by people just heckling him. It was great. It just reminds me of Trudeau when he's getting heckled, and they're just going along like nothing's wrong. Oh, God, and people calling out their BS and being BS detectors and yelling at them. It's so funny to watch, isn't it? But I am getting that. There's a piece of the puzzle missing in the Australian states. Someone's not on board. Interesting. I will probably hear more about that down the track. I'm still getting New Zealand. I'm still getting these visuals of New Zealand I'm getting the visual of New Zealand, and I'm getting that the people want to reconnect New Zealand. They want to stay connected with the South and North Island, North and South Island. But Jacinda's still causing division. She's still causing a lot of division over there in your society. And it's not just with the islands. This is within your country. She's still causing a lot of division. Like I said, she controls a lot of the media and what's being put out. So it's causing a lot of division. She's trying to build that hatred and anger in people that causes them to separate still. She's still working on that over there. Oh, this is just ridiculous, isn't it? Years on and she's still doing it. Hey, we'll have to come up with a nickname for Jacinda. I just call her Jacinda. But if you want me to use a nickname over there in New Zealand, or any of you other guys around the world, leave a comment down below and we'll come up with a little nickname for Jacinda. I know a lot of you call her Horsehead or something, don't you? Which is a bit harsh, bit of a mouthful. I need something short and sweet. So I am getting that. She's still causing massive division in her society. It's bad over there. It is. It's very bad. It's because she has such control of the media, see? So what's going into people's psyche and their minds is feeding them. It's like here in Australia, the same thing. They're getting fed about the anti-vaxxers, anti-government, anti-this, dob them in. That's what's happening here in Australia. So, you know, similar kind of thing because she controls the mainstream media. And the information that's probably getting put out in your newspapers and things as well. Let's see. Newspapers are kind of dying out now, aren't they? A little bit. I don't think they'll be around for much longer. Let's see where else we go. I'm getting Sweden today. Sweden's trying to find their voice. I'm getting this image of people crawling up these stairs to sit at the top of the stairs and block the stairs and also use their voice. So you might start to have some strikes. You might start to have people standing for global freedom. I do feel like you're wanting to make sure you stay free. I'm getting that you want to unite with people around the world. That's what I'm getting for Sweden. It's all it's kind of calm, but it's starting like at the top of these like parliamentary or government steps, and people are sitting along the top in a very passive way. They've got their picket signs and they're just very passively sitting there. That's the visual I'm getting for Sweden. These are like, you would consider these protests or fightbacks, but they're more just people sharing their opinion and their voices and trying to be heard by government. In Sweden, it's like if they put themselves in their face, they might get acknowledged if they do it in a peaceful way. And we know everything starts off peaceful, but it doesn't always end peaceful, does it? So I am getting that for Sweden. I'm getting Belgium, Germany, France. I'm getting democracies dying, as we know. It's almost showing me in these parts that they're sweeping democracy down the drain. It's showing me like street sweepers with a broom, and they're sweeping democracy down the drain. They're trying to get it down the drain. In other words, get rid of it. And people are knowing that now. But it's not quite down the drain yet. They're heading at that direction. This is just an analogy, a visual. They're trying to push the democracy down the drain by the things they're implementing and what they're the bills they're passing. You know, they don't want the little people having any voices. So I am getting these street sweepers in those regions trying to sweep away democracy. This is global, probably not just there, but you guys have probably already started. Clearly, because I keep getting Germany's been fighting back for a while, so I do feel like there's been a lot of street sweeping to get rid of democracy. Let's see where else we go. God, they're showing me this public phone booth. If you think of a public phone booth, say one out of like Harry Potter, those old-fashioned ones, the red, like you would have had them in England and we had them here in Australia. And it's this old-fashioned phone booth and someone's needing to make a phone call. Hang on a minute, let's see what this is around. Oh, this is the guides getting a message to us. They're ringing us up on this phone booth. And they're trying to get a message to us today. I'll just close my eyes. I'll see if I can get what it is. God, I'm getting the word trust. We have to trust. So they're ringing us up and giving us, I think what they're saying by ringing us up, they should have tried our iPhone, shouldn't they? But they said they didn't want to use the iPhone today because of the tracking and tracing. They want a direct line to us, which comes through our chakras. So they're giving us a direct line that we have to trust in this process of waking up. Yes, the division of society is going to continue into 2023. We knew it was because we're still, you know, over here doing our own thing. So the big message from the guides is that we have to trust. We have to trust what's unfolding. We have to trust in our truth and our knowing of what's right and what's what information's going to come out. So we have to really trust. That's the message they're giving me. Hang on a minute. You know what's really weird? They're giving me this song. They're giving me a song by Stevie Nicks at the moment. And I know it's not the word trust. I think it's called Tusk. Tusk. I don't know. I can't remember what that song's about. I love it. Dun 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 Tusk. Dun dun dun. We've got to go and check out that song today by Fleetwood Mac called Tusk. I'm not sure of the meaning in it. I'm not sure what even the tusk means, but we're getting this correlation between trust and tusk. That song Tusk by Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac. It was a huge hit, wasn't it? Way back when. Us and our old songs. But we do have to trust. We've just got to trust these things and allow them to unfold. Allow it to all play out now. We've got the few weeks more off from the guides. We're having a little rest at the moment, everybody. The guides are giving us a little bit of time out to rest up and to clear our minds of all the clutter. Hang on a minute, let's see if there's something else today. I'm getting another Fleetwood Mac song. God, we're getting Fleetwood Mac today. I'm getting this song. Bend down one time, bend down two times, and never going back again. What is that song called? Sorry, guys. I can't think what it's called. It's a beautiful song, though. It's just like him strumming on this guitar, isn't it? Bend down one time, bend down two times, ooh, and never going back again. I think that's the line. And I'm going to leave you with those two songs today. We're going to go and look them up, see what's in them. I'm curious what's in that last one because for some reason, I guess it's about vibration too, music. Sometimes when we play music, it emotes in us, it creates feelings in us. It can also have words of meaning for us, but it can also take us back to memories, which can be a good place sometimes. So look, I'm going to say goodbye from Australia. Hopefully you can work out what that last song is. If anyone else can, just leave it down below. I can't think of it. Sorry guys, my sister used to play Fleetwood Mac all the time. We did love Fleetwood Mac, my sister and I. And I will say goodbye from Australia. Take care everybody. Have a wonderful day. We're getting closer to the new year, not far away. Don't forget to go check out my videos. And I will say goodbye from Australia. Hit the like buttons. Please comment down below. And I will talk to you very soon. Take care, everybody. Bye from Australia. And, yep, bye from Penny. We're off for a walk now. Bye, everyone.